wrote these up yet. I realize what time they had there. They're working. Yes, it is. All right. Approximately 10. C2. Keep wanting to put UDT, but that's done. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, whatever. Guy. Hello. Yes, it has been a very long week. So sorry for the delay on getting the stream going. They work today or work this week. I was assisting with the backroom activities of a ISO 13485 recertification audit. Lots of things. And it was an entire 2-week process, or no, entire week process, and so I had to work until it was done, until things were settled every night, which is usually, I had to work about 10 hours. But today was the easier day, but work took everybody out. I paid for lunch every day, paid for breakfast, paid for everything, and then today they took anybody that wanted to out to the bar and bought everybody drinks. So I was going to pass down free drinks, but I got home a little later, so I didn't want to start right away. Anyways, and Mike is working this time, so yeah. But next week will be normal times, except Thanksgiving. I don't know. Tuesday at plenty normal times, but Friday, I don't know. That's Black Friday. I might do normal stream. I might do something else. I don't know. I'll think about it later, but normally I think about it last minute and then just do normal things anyway. So, ooh. That is one creepy smile. Not kiss. Kiss. Oh, it's Crackle. I love you. Oh. That's weird. Crackle got legs. Now I kind of want to give Crackle pony legs and see how that turns out. Not cute. Oh, so cute. Anyways, so what's I on these? For one, this doesn't work because we got wall light there. Yeah, this. So what I really needed to do was try to get these parts finished up, so that I can get forward on stuff. I still haven't really figured out what I want to do here. Originally, I was going to have Twilight's hands in there, but I'm not going to have that in the end, so it doesn't matter. I was going to put the desk that they're around. So so do I want to have? I probably want them in the other map then. The only thing I see being very difficult with this part is if I want to have the desk shown in the next shot is I don't even know if that's gonna be worthwhile. It would work, but I have to making all the lighting look the same between all the other shots would be difficult because I can't do a direct comparison, and it might be too jarring and cause confusion prior to the moment that I want it to be. I wonder if instead of sideways, this, I think for one, is too high. I think in this camera it should be down like here. I'm a little bit hesitant to click links usually in chat, because I don't know what I'm gonna get. That smile. Well, I guess I know Mitch, and he didn't say anything weird, so try it. Oh, okay, so that's legit. It's not a model, is it? That's not a model, is it? That's art. That's beautiful art. But that is pretty, though. What horse? I don't know if that's a model, because that's... There's way too much... some parts of it I can see it being such, but a lot of that hair, I don't know. That seems to be more like a post thing. But again, if you... even if it was a model, you'd be putting... The render times on some of this stuff would just be absolutely astronomical and stupid. Well, no, I can at least trust that you'd be giving the... He would have said something if it wasn't. Hello! I think I'm gonna pass. I kind of want to think about these again, because I like having the build up to that. But normally, like, the build up would be... like instead where they're about to clash at the end there, but I can't do that because of how I have things set up with the back and forth. I don't know. I'm gonna try to jump to this one instead. I probably want to do the rock thing on this one. Oh, I gotta wait for all that to load. Imagination. No, so I'm using that background, I think. Looking for a specific rock. I think it is... I don't think it's one of these. I have used them before. It's one I usually use for rocks coming out of the ground. Okay, question, how can I do a transition between two different eye skin in one shot? It's possible, as long as you're not looking for it to transition in that it looks like they fade, because you'll have to do that in post. You can make it within the same shot, like, jump to another skin. But only if that other skin is available. Like, for eye skin, I did this one, didn't I? Where did it go? There it is. Oh, Twilight. So you got Twilight here. So if you're talking about transitioning between like these skins from here to here, yes, it's possible, but not in the engine as it is. So there is a script you can download, but if you were to ask me where you get it nowadays, I have no idea because I downloaded it so long ago. But it's called where do I have this? There it is. So it's called Setup Skin Body Groups Animation.py, or it's a Python script, which means I actually should be able to open it in text. Yes. And it has stuff in it. So, does it have any information at the top here? Yes. That's a cloaking script, though. So where's the link to... Well, here, this is all the info, so at least you can get it off here if you want to write it down or whatever. I downloaded it 4 years ago. Well, no, that was the last build it was tested on, so probably after that. But, so let's see if this is it. Okay, so that one's removed for copyright. And it doesn't even give me a link to the channel. Okay. So, you're going to have to just look it up. It's written by Diffty. D-I-F-F-T-Y. But anyways, so what that script does is it is a script you load on the model, but there's no real way to load a script on, except when you attach a rig to something, you're loading a rig script, and so you attach it that way. So you just go and right-click rig, load rig script, and when you go in here, you'll see, or you go to wherever that script is. I put it in my scripts SFM folder, and you say OK, and anything that you have set on the model that's a modification to the body groups or any of the skins will be reset. So if you had, like, if I go to skins here, you still. You see that, yeah, if I go to 1, nothing. If I go to body group here, right wing, spread, nothing. It's not going to change those. It loses control through that method. Instead, now you get these sliders. So, so the skin slider is this. So you can have it transition mid-shot to suddenly, while playing, it just jumps and changes. And the body group one is the same thing, so it'll allow you to make a change to a body group. There are modified versions of the models out there that will allow eye control using, I believe, the pupil size property. The reason these models don't have it is because it's part of the eye refract texture texture type. Well, these are just eye type, meaning they don't have that. So that's why a lot of those that do it usually have the shiny reflection on them. Those will allow you a slider to actually modify the size, but I don't really care enough. Adding those to models requires recompiling it, and at least when I was doing it, that was, I don't know if it's changed, but I just don't want to go about that. So yeah, that would be how you do it, and that doesn't work with just these models. There is a or one of the sky bits. Yeah, I actually have it, like on the sky card I loaded this script on because it has multiple skins, and then I can easily choose the skin I need using the slider then, instead of having to go and click through. It's just a blank. Whatever. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, let me know or clarify, and I can cover it again. In the meantime, I'm gonna say bye to Twilight. She is now dead. Okay, so I was looking for a rock. Can't ever punch Crackle in the face. It'd be so epic. Why would you want to do that? I mean, they're one and the same. They have become the ultimate dragon. Why would she want to punch her better half? They are friends forever. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna lock these down. Groups, particles, sky cards. There's more than one. I'm gonna group that too. And what are these? Oh, these are the black bars. I plan to use post effects for that, but I need something to at least show me what they're doing for now. Okay, I mean, if you want, I can get rid of Crackle here. Here, we'll do there. No, wait, we'll do there. Okay, there you go. Is that better? There. She got no head. No, we gotta keep it on there. It's a part of who she is now. She is dragon. Yes, you like it. It's kinky. Rock. There's a specific rock I'm looking for because it's flatter but has some detail to it, which works well for what I need. I gotta write down some of the more useful ones I know. No, her head was just shrunk down. You could I rescaled it to a small size, and then I just did the opposite with Crackle, where I rescaled everything except the head. So they just kind of lock them together. I've done that for I'll do mismatches of models like that to put the hair of another model on to one by having two of them together, or like in the chemistry video when I had Twilight with a mechanical leg and two mechanical legs, that was actually a separate model that was just locked to where her legs were, meaning that walking and all the motion required actually animating two separate models to make it work right, which is, I don't want to do that again. No, not flat enough. I know exactly what I need, but it's a rocket. Those could actually, well, they're kind of plain. See, if that was one of those tannish ones from one of the many dust maps on TF2. This I thought it would be around here. These could definitely work though. Oh. Nope. It's like, I want to be stubborn and I want my rock. It's done me good. Oh, that's just more of the same, but just a different color. Now getting into that, I'm just gonna use one of the other two ones. Oops. this one. At first, does the light go weird at all? No. Looks to be okay. So we're good. All right. So first I want to make what I want the rocks to look like at their final point. I don't want to do much. I just want to have the rocks kind of explode upwards, but not too much. I think like that should work at that angle, and it needs to be pointed away from her. So we'll do like this. Okay, I actually did part of this wrong. I remember how I did this before. I can just do it from this. So I want to first, Lyra's root is right there. And is that a good spot to rotate around? Put that right in the center. Yeah, it is. Okay. So this is the rock at the perfect center. It's perfectly done. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now I want to do all my positioning from the static. There's a reason for that. I'll get to that. Okay, we'll say like that's fine. Okay, don't need this locked anymore. Okay. Now, I don't even care about mathing this out. I'm just gonna rotate this around to 180. For now, I'm not gonna bother with details. Copy, paste. 180. Actually, I'm going to do this a little differently again. I don't want to have to animate all these separately, so I'm just going to animate this one as an explosion to begin with, and then it'll be easier that way. So I need to go put it downwards. I want to have it underneath the ground to where it's not visible. Okay. That should kind of work. Right there. Why did Lyra get a little broken here? Did I grab something weird? Because right at the same moment. Oh, that's okay. I had to fix that, but I can't be just because of that. Okay, so I'm gonna see if that's okay, but midway here, I want to have it. Not Lyra. The rock be up further. Okay. Okay, and then I want to have it settle a little bit. So it should be to take this point. Yeah, I'm going to grab that a little bit, like that. But then I'm going to have it settle down further away. Okay, I think it might be too much. Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. So a little bit of playhead, not so much. Just a teeny bit and a teeny bit. Okay. Now I can copy. I'm effectively wanting to try to do as close to a 180 spin as possible. Not worried about it if I'm off though. Same thing here. I want to do a 45 degree. There's another rock. We're just going crazy. Alright. Now we do this. And this one I'm not going to be able to do the math for. Okay. Perfect. And now I'm going to... this is another reason that I did the center thing. So I'm going to grab... this is this one. So I'm going to grab static, static, static. Do all the statics. And I don't know if I'm going to need... no, this should be fine. It should be... no, that's what I need to do. Okay. That should be fine. And then lower that a bit. And spin it to be a little bit off. Like that. Okay, the interior rocks would actually go first. And I probably should actually slow down that, because they're frozen in midair. I need to make sure that the speed at which these rocks are dropping or pulling back is also at a equivalent rate. I probably should have these go a little earlier too. Okay. Should have probably thought about coloring those prior, but I can just do an override on them. Because these rock actually look like colored to the ground color perfectly. No, I can do this. So 0 jitter. Okay, maybe not so much jitter. Like that. Play ahead. These got to be loaded first. Okay. And then a little closer. Okay, so these, am I going to be grabbing any others here? Yes, I would. Okay. So these ones, we're going to have to hold off. Okay, what other ones here? Okay. Might need to shrink their size a bit more because I think some of these are still a bit big. Class change. I could do it like this. I just need to recalculate their middle point. Okay. Okay. Oh, that big black thingy. One sec. Is for these bars. So the big black things are flying in because they're needing to be there for when stuff happens. But they're locked to the camera, so they move with the camera. But I only have them in there for now. I plan to use it in post because, like, you can, it's hard to see actually, but there's like a little bit, they're not perfectly straight or flat. In post it's a lot easier to add stuff like that, but I need to be able to position things the way that I need them in here, so they're in there just as a reference. You can add filters to do it too, but I wanted to actually see them moving and to make sure that this would actually work. And I actually have to do a test render to... Oh, actually no, I think I did of that. I don't remember how that part looked though. Actually, that works pretty good. I just added some stripes in front. So I got a coffee. It's been a long week. My brain is fried, so yeah. Okay, the rocks start slow down right here. I kind of want to... The other rocks start slow down here. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to take this initial explosion, stretch it out till that point. See, it works, but I need to stretch it further. Can I think that'll work, but what I need to do is take a few of these rocks. I'm just gonna cherry pick a few. It's be a little harder than I actually think it's gonna be, but I'll try it anyway. I was originally going to have them go change timing, but if I did that, it would not work because of the slowdown. But what I want to do is make it at least look like the rocks are still lifting. That works, but they need to slow way down afterwards. And they're not. No. No, it's not working. Now see, I think this will work if I just round this here. And then this would then stretch way out. So I want to have it be a slowdown. I wish I could have them all rising at different speeds, but that's really hard. Everything you did to alter the throne scene. Because this is silly, because we couldn't move the bottle of crystals the way you showed me episode. Oh, well. Yeah, Hell Week is done. I didn't really do the throne scene. I mean, I did the audio from it, but I didn't have any parts with her head turning backwards, so I just did other things. But yeah, my anyway, I wouldn't even call it Hell Week. It wasn't that bad. It was an interesting experience that I learned a lot from, but I didn't have to deal with anybody directly. I was all backroom, so it was easy. Or easier than the tasks that some other people had or had to do. So I am not complaining about my roles that I had to do. Grab all these. Okay, that actually does look a lot better. I just probably want to have it go a little earlier. And I'm going to put the whole model a little lower. Okay, and I'm going to shrink these down a little bit more. want to make sure that these rocks that are getting in the way aren't actually going to be in the way. There we go. That's a dragon in the way. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So when it comes back around to here, in this time frame, I want to have all of these rocks out of the way. Oh no, because those are in camera. I think it's just mainly these ones. Okay, no, there's that one. And this one. Okay, I can get rid of that one. Okay, and when it comes back to here, I probably want to have the rocks at least kind of going at a decent pace again. Either that or while it's spinning, having them speed up again. We'll see how that works. These are already stretched, aren't they? Yeah. If they're gonna ramp up, they gotta do it faster. So they gotta hit their peak quicker than that. Okay, so I think I know what I want to do here. So while it's spinning, I'm going to just lift the rocks out. Yeah, that might actually work. Maybe. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep them in there or not. I think I might just remove the ones from the shot here. Alright, I'm going to try to match up some of the lighting here. Actually, this is pretty matched, is it? No, nope, it's not. What do we got for camera? .029. I think some of the rocks still are doing that. Yeah, they were, and then I undid it, and then I had to redo it again. But I'm just going on. I can go. That's easy to fix. Just trying to worry about the major stuff. So this is probably going to be where her magic erupts. What color is Lyra's magic? If we go with the eye principle, it's going to be yellow, but I don't know. Video pause, continue watching. Let me pause it. I think it is too. Yes, there's a log in her head. It's magic has to be attached to something, and the horn isn't a separate model. It's a part of the main model. So if I attached it to the model, it would become all magic. So I have to use an outside model to lock it to. And I'm gonna go large. So I use an outside model that. Oh wait, no, the log's bigger. Yeah, large. So that it doesn't cover up the entire model. Oops. Which I will show you. So copying the base model of the entire thing for that. And then I'm going into the particle and going to control model, and I'm just going to paste it as a reference. There, no, it's locked to the log, technically. Okay, maybe I didn't need large, but it's fine. And I did play around with stuff, and I got it to better lock to things, but I'm also going to need these to spawn in much quicker. Still looks like too many. Okay, yeah, so it does look like it is yellow. It's no official screenshots, but I'm gonna go with it. Oh wait, no, that is an official one. So yeah, it is officially yellow. Kind of an orangey. This isn't shown here, but it could be pretty... No, that looks accurate. Eh. So I'm going to just go with matching her eye color. Yes, it's going to be like a kind of an amber, maybe. Oops. So how I usually do the colors for the magic is I'll go with the straight color that I want, and then I'll usually pick some point along this way, about the half points around there, but I want to make sure it has color in it, just so then it kind of creates a little bit of a center white glow. Because if I do this, this is what it's going to look like, but there's no depth to it, it just looks flat. This gives it a little bit more of a feeling of energy, with the center being white. And then for the sparkles, I choose the random colors of the same kind of deep color, but then the other one I choose usually much closer to white, if not white itself, because it makes a higher contrast of the sparkle to the energy of it. And actually I'll probably this a little bit because this is yellow. Makes them stand out differently and makes them feel a little bit more energized. So you get this. So see, now you can actually see some of the sparkles in there as little white speckles. Here I might actually move the horn model up because it's kind of getting in the way of, like, you know what? I know how to fix this. Yeah, this will work. That's much better. Alright, that creates the aura, but I still need to create or use an actual light to give the horn its actual feel. There is a way to, because like right now, I think I actually did that. It'll look better on render in terms of staying with the horn. Like, it'll actually be more like this. Or you have to do a wiggle to get it to show what it would be, so because it's a little bit slower in the preview. Yeah, I was gonna fix her head or her body. She does kind of a jerk right here. This is a situation where I want to clean out the jerk, but I don't want to have to. It's too fast otherwise, so I'm just gonna actually so when a model like this is locked, so like in this case it's locked, the particles do not work. So we do that around here now. And that is because it is just taking its physical values that it is getting, its XYZs. And when something is locked, its reference for the XYZs change. So it's now using a whole different set of values, but it's still thinking it's using the other one, and it just sits where I loaded it. Or even worse, elsewhere. So you have to have them unlocked. So if I need to make changes, I need to make sure I unlock. I did find a way to make it so it better locks to the model, which I think I did here. And I think I modified the original. Can't remember that. If it becomes an issue, I can re-render it with whatever that fixes. I just can't remember it right now. So I have to be careful because I'm actually hitting the eyes like this. So I'm using cutoff. don't think this is gonna work either, though. No. So I just have to be careful. Because otherwise I can hit the eyes no matter where I'm shining. Oh, hello there. We're working with your favorite horse. Oh, I forgot to turn that back on. The light's combined with it, so without the particle, you get that. So the particle is great to create the aura of magic, but it doesn't really cause any effect on the model itself. So I need to use a light that'll actually light up the model and create the actual glow effect on it that I want. So it's the combination of the two, otherwise it would look like this. And that just looks like a blank horn. This will actually give it a little bit of a glow, like the magic is letting it glow, and then I just created a spike in it so that it looks like her energy hits a peak and then kind of dwindles off, kind of like I have the particle itself do. Need some hep? You need to do a project for school that, and you have to use After Effects using 2D images. I'm guessing you're wanting to stay away from Pwn. Yeah, well, it depends on the school, and sometimes it's better to stay away from that stuff, because if you do one Pwn thing, you're tempted to do all Pwn things, which is going to be not what a school wants. So you might want to save for the using of such for situations that would be more fun. You could just kind of do like paper pony stuff, but not with pony exactly. You like space, so you could always kind of do like that one La Da Dee video where they had the strings and with all the ponies doing things, but instead of doing that, use it like spaceships and other space things on sticks that are looking like they're flying around. It doesn't mean 3D space, but like they're with voiceover sound effects going and like rah, 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 and stuff like that. I don't know if those are kind of funny. But then it's nice because the art is fairly simple to do. You can find pictures all over the place for it if you really wanted to. Doing something stupid and funny is just keeps the projects being entertaining, so that's why I'm thinking that. I think camera. I think like I want to have it like zoom in on her. So right now it's backing off, but I think probably go a little earlier with this. Just like ooh, I did the wrong shot there. Should have touched that. There we go. Only one eyebrow is apparently being used. Well, yeah, because I never actually set up the other one because it wasn't in the shot. What's the space? I think I know what it is, but I want to have fun with this first. What's the name of that space song that's in like every space movie ever? It goes bum bam bam bum bum. I'm thinking you're probably thinking of the one from 2001's Space Odyssey. I can't remember the name of it, but that would be the theme from that. Which is a movie that I still have to go watch sometime. I've never actually seen it. I freaking lower base there. Good. Good. I don't know why that sound. Yes. Okay. If you think of space song that's iconically known, that's probably number one on the list, so it's easy to know. Speaking of space, suddenly YouTube decides to recommend to me an IGN review of Star Wars Battlefront 2. No. Wait. Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 exists, and it was like one of the best games of all time. Don't be taking its name. I wonder if I should have her eyes glow here. Well, for one, there's going to be light coming up, I believe. I can definitely do it. I just have to be careful. I'm actually going to do this one first. This is going to be hard because I don't want the light to... I want the light to emit outwards, but I don't want it to be... Because this is hard because I can't make an omnidirectional light, which is essentially what I'm thinking I'm going to need. I can do things like this, but then it's going to cause light from the top of her, Which is, I guess, fine. I can just make that the main source of light instead. But it's just hitting the ground way too much. Yeah, I was going to grab this color. Whoa, that's too orange. Because I don't want actual light hitting like that. I wish I could do it kind of more like... No, I might be able to do it in pieces. Because I'd rather have the light coming from below her. Kind of like... like this. But it's the fact it's coming from all directions that makes this tough. Okay, for one, I'm going to take... Well, no, that's fine. I'll just have this explode when I want it to. Ooh. Oh. Oh, this one. Ow. By the time it gets to here, I want it to be 0. No, actually not. Might make this a little bit darker in the red spectrum. There is going to be a need to light the ground around her for show. But I don't actually want to hit her. Maybe I do. Yeah, because technically she would be casting a shadow. Yeah, but her head's going to move, so this is going to be a shadow that's going to be shifting and moving. Not really what I'm going for. I'm thinking I'm going to utilize the volumetrics to make that work. Wait, no, this one does need shadow. think I might not be able to make sharper shadows on Lyra as I would like. This should be a little bit more yellow. No, that's probably why it's not looking right. Because stupid lights don't like to hit the top angle of things. They basically aren't allowed to look straight up by way of motion through camera. So you have to move it manually. Also, I don't think it's quite an even surface. The tighter it is, the better this is going to look. It's not going to matter. Oh, that does. The main thing is, though, I just want to have an effect that causes at least some kind of dark lines around her, wherever. So that you can see, like, the shadows being cast by the volumetrics.
To push through pain, and I will fight the darkness with all the light I have within. Every page before this time now erased from my mind. I'll divide my weakness into strength. Though my memory's haunted, my hope remains undaunted, stronger than before. Through all your life.
Alright. Oh, you probably already got it, but good. Anyway, let's do an highlight now.
Perfect storm. Now I
I'm gonna try to make sure this is kind of an omnidirectional light. I don't want it to be. I don't want to have it like look like she has fake pupils because of such. You're not gonna go see the pony movie, are you? Hi girls, you wanna go on a date? We can go see the movie all the time. This pretty cool movie. It's about the sparkles and their friends, and they go on adventures and things, and they gotta save the planet. You're gonna really like it. I'm gonna talk through the whole movie though, because there's plenty of stuff that you probably don't understand, but I know you really like to see it. And where are you going? Where are you going? Come back. Justice League. Am I gonna go and take her to some chick flick? Nah, I'll probably do like that. What kind of, actually? How much you gonna decrease it a little bit? The only thing I didn't like is that looking at the trailer for the Justice League movie, the main thing that bothered me about it was that normally, like, you have a bunch of changing different scenes, so like the aspect or the aesthetic of the scene is going to change, but the absolute vast majority of the trailer all looked very, very similar, like the world was in a similar state, but how the lead up went for parts that did have a lead up, it felt like the trailer was showing a little bit of introductions and then essentially the entire ending, because it seemed so apocalyptic and it all had the same colors and theme and everything, and it just felt like, what else does the movie have? So the one thing that would worry me with that is that all you're seeing or all the trailer was doing was showing you the best parts and they didn't have anything else to show you. I don't know. That bothered me a little bit about it, but also the graphics seemed cheesy compared to some other stuff. Well, you could say like DC's ripping them off, but it's more of Marvel created a standard and DC's trying to keep up, and they can't. They have to, almost. Otherwise, Marvel would just dominate the market for all of it. So I can understand what they're trying to do, but I just don't think that they're as good at it as Marvel is. I mean, you could say that they have the better or more money for stuff, but still. Okay, I think the underlights are mistimed a bit. This one? That's the guy light. No, wait, though. The eyes are timed right. These aren't. Okay, that does work, but I think some of these rocks around her just need to be lit similarly. But at a low angle, otherwise they just... They can be lit like this. My only worry with letting them like this is that it's doesn't make any sense. But it just seems too lighting it any other way. And I guess I can light it like this. Maybe a little bit from behind there. Because my only worry is when the camera turns, having it work. It's just this contrast with the ground and not. That's what I'm not liking. Ooh, this actually could work. I'm gonna do that. And then I'll just I'll worry about the other stuff or the ground lighting it differently. See, that does kind of work. But I think these ones actually might make more yellow. Now that everything else is there, I feel like it probably needs to be. I think I might need to have those lights linger a little longer. Okay, and the crackles probably need to land or something while she's spinning. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put them here first, then spin it. There we go. Okay, that should work for him, though I don't think he's gonna matter much. I will try a bit more though. Okay, can't see him, so I'm just gonna leave that as is. Well, no. Well, if anything, if that's good that DC just has their niche market. Yeah, and I will agree that their animated ones are good. And like, no, Batman, the original Batmans were really, really good. I feel like they haven't been as good lately, and now they're just gonna try to. I think it's gonna dirty Batman a little bit by having, or having the Justice League bits in there now too with it. But I mean, again, I'm not a huge DC fan. I can't even say much. I played the freaking DC universe online for quite a while, so. But Batman's probably, well, I mean, there's Superman for sure, but lately Batman's been the good one. The Superman movies, I remember the one that had, was it Kevin Spacey? did Lex Luthor. I liked that one, but a lot of the ones since have been kind of. Again, I haven't really seen many of them either, so I'm not the best to judge on it. But also, it's like I've watched some of the Marvel side things, so like I liked Jessica Jones. Make sure that this isn't going to be weird looking if he suddenly starts moving. Nope, it's fine. Okay, is the other one visible? No. Because there's these crackles, but they're not visible at the end, right? No. I didn't see the Punisher one. But it's cool that they're doing stuff on the side that aren't, or like some of the, I guess, lesser knowns. It's cool to see that. I mean, not to say that the Punisher is lesser known, but that they're trying to cover all bases and try to cover it for people like the big and the little. So. Kind of weird, like, she shows this big magical power thing, and then, like, afterwards, it's just nothing. It's just normal. I wonder if I should add some sound effects here. Oh my god, this is going to crash it. So I'm going to save quick.
Seismella Tremoro!
No.
Seismellus Tremoro!
No.
Seismella Tremoro!
No, I guess Earthquake's not going to be what I want. Quake, maybe? Shake. I was looking for the Earth Shake constants out there. There's my crash. Because I want to do some kind of a shaky. So any of them are gonna have is probably the guy named Earthshaker. Livestreams might work. Avalanche, maybe. No. Shake, slide, maybe? Cause yeah, that's actually what I was exactly thinking something would work for, is the dog versus strider battle. I'm thinking that's probably going to be the best one to go with. Because they're all weapons and arm slides, yeah. Actually, that one, Earth Shaker, had some good ones here. This one might be a bit much, but a little bit, but I'm not going to do this loud. I want to have it nice and quiet. So I want the music to be the main part. I don't think I have any earth magic. Actually, but I should see if they have magic charge. There we go. That actually could work. Okay, I have the rock sound and I have the build-up of the magic, but I don't have the release of the magic. Sorry, these are annoying. These are pretty awesome magic effects. I love these things. I don't remember what it's from. I like this one, but it's very focused on the left ear, and I don't like that. Yeah, I think it was in the workshop. Yeah, it's on the workshop. It says right there. And one that works. MKX. So that's from Mortal Kombat, I believe. It's a groin punch. So trying to find something more impacty. Still sounds magic. It's Raiden. I don't want any Raiden ones. Or his might work. Too impacty. These ones I don't like because I don't know what they are. Yeah, that was a little bit probably much. Okay, I think I know what I want. No, not you. That was one of these ones. No, it's towards the top of this. Was too much echo. Thank you, Scope. That was... I was confused. Actually, this one would work. I was thinking about adding a swoosh sound there, but I don't think I need to. The music does that. Thing I need to make sure I leave here is I need to have a fade off rock sound. I forgot about that. Yeah. I think I'll just do one of these ones. Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise, if it just stops abruptly, it feels like there's a bunch of extra noise and then it goes away. So that's to help blend it back in. But it's not just about having a single sound effects too, it's about mixing it. So like here, there was magic and rock, so I needed to have both, even if they're overlaid and played at the same time, because I needed something that sounded artificial and realistic. So I needed something that was a build-up for it, something that was a rock shake, something on the ground that made it feel like it was causing another build-up, like the toad explosion, and then the actual explosion of the rock, and the magic effect, and then something to fade it out. So it's a little more complicated. Plus, like here, let's see if this works. Oh, I'm probably not in the right shot. It's probably gonna crash doing this, so I save. This isn't a flat surface, so I don't think this is going to work the way I want it to, but I'll make it work. I already did that. There we go. Oh, thanks for linking that. That's actually awesome. That is not how you spell light. Okay, so those ones are That's going to cancel it out. So I'm going to make this one just a teeny bit bigger. Okay. And then prevent these from spreading so far. Oh, I did it the wrong one. So there's a cool thing you can do with this then. So I need to make it have... Intensity is going to be tough for these, actually. Because... No. Might be able to cheat them. Because I have to get them both to 0, but they're both on opposite ends of 0, so I'm going to cheat it a bit. Because I can't do 0, because it's going to be less for one and more on the other. So instead, I'm going to... okay, so that one's already that way. That's good. But if anything, I'm going to reset these. I'm going to do negative 300, negative 300. Put this one to... negative 300, negative 300. Shouldn't change anything. Nope. Okay. And now I can hit mid or half. Yes, that works perfect. All right, perfect. All right, so I want to do okay. And then again at the peak here, I want to have it be have the intensity go up a little. No. Intensity drop on this. Because that's the negative. And have the... Oh wait, no, that was fine. Actually, I had both these selected. Okay, so it's dark and then light. So dark go down, light go up. But the light, I also want to have... it'd be a permanent change. Let's see if this works. I want to do these. I want to do one. I'm gonna make it a little bit closer to. So this would be just a teeny bit of 0. No, too much. If anything, the one that should be dying off over time faster than the other ones is the dark one, because I want to have it's basically getting rid of the sharp shadows. Or should it be the other way around? Should I be getting rid of the light area and leaving the cracks? No, I think it's just better to drop them all, but I might drop that a little bit quicker than the others. But I'm using the a stacked volumetric, or not, a dark and a light on top of each other that are either slightly phased or slightly different size, but just a teeny bit, to create a false sense of a bump map. So by doing it, by having the one just a little larger than the other, I create this false sense of a shadow on the inside and a lit area on the outside, and the in-between area is normally dimmed a little bit, so it makes it feel a little rounded. And then I just was trying to make it look like it was expanding. Not the cracks themselves, but the because of how the light would be acting, that it would be creating the, or letting them straight down at first, and then expanding down lower. Therefore, it can look larger. But it might probably me just overthinking things. But anyways, since the light's coming from the center, it would be lighting the in a crack, the outside of the crack, and then the inside would be darker. So, but it's an easy way to kind of create a false bump map with little work. It's not real. So if you ever need to have like something impact the ground and create a crack, easy way to do it. I don't even know if I like the expanding thing. I might just keep it, because it feels a little disorienting to me. I think towards the end of this shot, after this explosion bit, I need to start lighting the background in a similar manner to this. gonna be this one. That should be enough. Let's see, because there's no spires in the background of this one, but I think that was purposeful. I thought I was starting in steps. Should I consider that one at least yellow for now? Alright, so now we're back to this one. So I want to keep it like this. The burp sound. Not a surprise, really. But actually having stuff like that's pretty useful. I had a hard time finding a burp sound for the pit blooper that worked, because I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like, but it was finding a sound that actually matched that, which was harder than I wanted it to be. I think with this, the clashing thing doesn't work unless I actually show them, like, potentially going to impact each other. I have an idea. Because I could have it where I could do like a frontal shot and have them lifted with like so kind of like this, and do like a zoom in for both of them. I don't think I have dragon in this one, no. And then for this one I have it similar. It's just like doing like a zoom in, and I could have them floating in an aura, and then that would, I could have them floating at the beginning of this, and then have it when the door opens and her attention's grabbed that they drop with the magic. They stand when they drop, but I think that could work. It's the best I can come up with right now. Do I want to have a purely, like, destroyed environment? How do these shots go prior? Maybe? Maybe. Okay. I think it's going to be the best bet, though. How to do it. If that's the case, then these are no good. Why don't I have these bookmarked? That seems weird. I normally bookmark all my shots so that I know if I do adjustments, I'm not screwed later in my timing. It's more important if I have post stuff set up and that is going to affect my timings. Like when I was doing the anime one, I had to make sure that things happened at specific times to match up with the original. Okay, look, what's this scenic fade regions one? But that's from carryover because it was a copy from Australia. There. Bookmarks done. Alright. So this Lyra one, I can definitely use a copy of this one for. Move it over here. So I like the lighting in the backgrounds. Okay. And I'm thinking about actually starting to utilize correct correct lighting names in cinematography for some of my lights here. I just got to get in the habit of it. I'm not going to bother with this one, but actually naming things key light, backlight, fill light, stuff like that. So I think it's just these three. Yeah. Do I have a stance that would already work for this? Yeah. Kind of. Do you already have a loader for this? Yes, I do. I can just load this one. I could maybe use that, but it's pretty bad looking for this thing. It's Remembrance. It was used from this angle originally. And with different different flexes. Oh. 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 I don't know if that's going to quite work the way, because this isn't going to be a good pose. Even that was technically stolen from something. Where's the rest of it? Oh, it was the rest of it's on Twilight, which actually is a model this is loaded onto. Even then, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to utilize that. What's another one? I think this is, no, it's not what I want. There was somebody that made a flying stationary but standing. No. I thought I downloaded it. No, I don't know. It's just naming conventions. I'm gonna put her in a different pose, but at least it gets the main body in a position I can use. I'm just one that, when it comes to naming conventions for things, it comes down to, it's not about naming it as you would read it, it's about naming it in such a way that the, its broadest term is first, followed by its next things that, so it's like when I labeled streams, I start with the year, then the month, then the day, so that when it sorts itself, it starts it by keeps the years together, then the months together, then the days together. Or if you do it the other way, it'll keep the years together, then the days together, and that doesn't make any sense. So that's why I usually start with, like, well, what kind of cycle is it? Something to do with flying. Okay, what kind of flying is it? Are you flying fast? Is it flying slow? Is it stationary? Then you do that. So you keep all the flying ones together. So it's, I don't know. I'm like, I want things named where it's easy to find things. I have to position the camera in a different spot. I like the lighting, but these trees, I need to put her between them. I can't put them. I can't have her popping up in the middle or right inside a tree. Like, it just looked like she's one with the tree. 35 what I'm actually gonna go with. I think so. I think I'll use the zoom afterwards. Wow, you're off. Apparently it is. Did I oh yeah, it's gonna be off. I realize that now. I had moved something else.
Lord helmet black! Lord helmet black! Lord helmet black! You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes! Sir. Knock on my door! Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes! Knock on my door! You're needed on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes!
trying to see if I can get the...
Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good! 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 Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
There we go.
Lord helmet, what? You need it on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door! Knock!
There, that's where it's supposed to be. No, it broke it because when I copy pasted that shot, it moved it that amount of time over.
Lord helmet, what?
I just like that it just the abrupt cut. It is, I don't know why I find that entertaining.
Lord helmet, what?
It's,
Lord helmet, what?
so all of her lights should actually go up too. Oh, I could probably just use this clip for a crackle. It's probably gonna make me... I'm actually not thinking about it. Hold on. When I deleted the other one, I lost the lip sync for that part, actually. But you can't even... I'm not even worried about it because you can't even really tell. So, oh well. You can't even tell the difference between all that. Alright, so this one's going to be gone. And then I got to move this again. No, it didn't.
Lord helmet, what?
It saved it. It's like... And there's definitely going to be some changes to this one. I got to actually make this one red so I know what I'm doing. This one red too. Alright. Can I just copy this camera to this one? Oops. And just wow, everything's just moving in the background. It's not giving a shit. Okay, so this can work. I just need to set up the beginning camera to be looking higher. And this one is kind of already set up in such a way to make it work. I just have to readjust a few things. So what is this light? That's just an additional room for the dragon guy. So put, oh, he's probably got more than that light. Okay, so we got a couple. So we will make sure that those go up with him. Though, actually, I'm going to probably readjust those now that the camera's not spinning. It'll be easy all. So this is the main. This needs to go up here too. I'll do that, but I think I'm gonna have to move these individually. I might need some addition. Actually, I could probably just utilize some extra, like tree lights, like I did here for the back ones. This needs building lights. I'm even worried about being detailed here. Did that work? And then I think this tree already had a light. No, it didn't, actually. Okay, just get some more back there. So these trees. Or these trees. Probably these. Let's just screw it. I'm gonna do it the easy way to figure out. Okay, so it's straight through here. So it's this tree. Aha. that one will actually stay. This one is the full room on this side. So that. This is. Let's make this the full room on this side. I think it needs a little bit more orange to it. I don't want to play with that too much. He needs to stand out, so that makes sense. This one's going to be his balance on this side. I'm actually going to copy this. I need another one underneath him. Because there's really like nothing there, and he needs something defining his where he ends and begins here. There, that works. And I might go through and add some other things for him there. I really wish that tree wasn't so bright back there, but I can't do, no, I can't do anything about it. Not without getting rid of all the other trees. Kind of. I actually could load those same models up and replace them all, but fuck, I don't give a shit. So, okay, that's gonna be... Where can I apply that one? This one's gonna take a bit more time, though. This got shifted.
You need it on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
Okay. Alright, so I'll have to work on this one another day. So all I really want to add to that one is just a little more detail. Probably have her get more crunched up when... Well, it's either one or the other. Have her either crunch down or open up further. Really, it's just make one or the other and then swap them if it to whatever works. So, but after that, it's just going through, doing any cleanup, and deciding whether or not I want to actually put the time into cleaning up the animation of her back here.
You need it on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
Good. I kind of want
I
to.
didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good! Sir, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
But I kind of like doing that too.
Yes, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
I don't know. I have to think about that. Because I think that with a little bit of touch-up, Twilight would look pretty good.
Did you
And
see anything? No, sir. Yeah. Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes, sir. Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
so anyways, that is Friday. We're done. It's 10. I'm tired. I'm gonna go putts. SFM stop working. I don't care. I want more coffee, but I don't want more coffee. And Kyle brought me coffee cider, and so I want to drink that. You know, it is 10 o'clock in Normalville. I don't know where you live, but it is not 10 o'clock. Or it's not 11 o'clock. Don't me, my brain is only half working. Bunt. So yes. No, it's East Zone sucks. Shush. So anyways, oh, I did want to bring. I have to test to see if it'll actually work. So, my monitor currently can render at 2K, and I didn't. So I normally am downgrading it. Like whenever I'm streaming, I'm converting it to, or I'm running my monitor at 1080 instead. I can have it convert a 2K signal into 1080 for stream, but and I think I can stream at 2K, but I'm not sure if I want to even try that. But it would make everything smaller, so I'm probably not going to do that, but I might try it in the future sometime. Because I'm not sure. It's probably going to make things hard to read. Just kind of annoying having to keep going in here and doing that, so... anyways, whatever. Okay. Do that later. You have a cat. Meow. And that's good. We're gonna go that way. Actually, no. We're gonna have sit down cat. So, anyways, okay. Alright, I want it. Bye. Bye. Oh, this background, it's DeviantArt. It's actually not an actual picture. It's a mishmash of a whole bunch of elements that somebody found online and made them into a picture. So these are all the same copies of the same thing. This person wasn't actually there because their shadow is just a line. All these trees are mishmashes of other pictures. You can see leftover train tracks continuing on. These with lines going to nowhere and fading off in non-existence. It was a hack job, but it also looks really nice, so that's why I like it. Anyways, so yeah. Alright, I'm moving. No, actually, wait. I'm showing you this stuff, and you can't even see it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. So that's a second. Fake lines and copy stuff and whatever. I just like that. I don't care. The person has a bunch like this. Whatever. I would stop. I would. Brain shut down now. Bye. Bye. Oh, let me fix cat first. Okay, now cat fixed. Now bye.